What do you think is better? Knowing what's going on inside you or not knowing what's happening under the surface? If you have been listening to my talks, you know that one of my biggest goals is to help people improve their mindset. There are lots of reasons why improving your mindset is important. In fact, I've gone over quite a few of them and in a lot of detail in the past, so feel free to listen to the past talks for a refresher on this. Suffice to say that your mindset has a direct and even significant impact on pretty much every area of your life. A good mindset helps you excel in life, while a bad one can hold you back, if not worse. So taking care of your mindset is important. And a big part of that relies on your awareness, on knowing what's going on inside you. Without a good degree of self-awareness, it becomes difficult to improve yourself. And it can even make it hard for you to stop negative thoughts and ideas from invading and infesting your mind. Awareness matters so much so that it's practically a superpower when you have it. And that's what we will talk about and explore in this talk. Keep listening to learn more. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Growth Philosophy Podcast, a bite-sized weekly podcast focused on empowering you to think better and upgrade your life. So let's talk today about awareness. Developing self-awareness is like learning how a computer works. Without the knowledge of how to make it work and what makes it tick, your computer becomes nothing more than an inanimate object on your desk, no different from your decoration pieces. But when you know how to use it, it becomes powerful, and you can then use it to benefit your life. And the more you know about your computer, the more you can do with it, and the more effective it becomes for you, and the more impact it can have. In the same way, the more self-aware you become, the more you can do, experience, and achieve. Contrast that to having little or no self-awareness. That is a state where people have little to no control over their lives and over their own emotions and reactions. Our level of self-awareness is one of the key ways we are different from pretty much every animal in the world. But we utilize this awareness too little, and that's not a good thing, because lack of self-awareness creates all sorts of problems. It can make your life go haywire. It can make it hard for you to manage your emotions. It can make it easier for you to fall prey to manipulation, so you'll be easier to manipulate, and on the list can go. I'm sure you know that negative thoughts and ideas are bad for you. I'm sure you know that, right? They're actually a lot like cockroaches. Negative thoughts are the vermin of your mind. You know how cockroaches like staying in dark corners and usually run when there is light? Negative thoughts act in pretty much the same way. Your awareness, in that sense, is like a light that dispels negative stuff that you might be knowingly or unknowingly harboring in your psyche. It's easy to pick up negative and harmful beliefs when you're not aware. Negative thoughts and ideas have safe refuge in your lack of awareness, much like how cockroaches have safe refuge in darkness. But when you become aware and shine the light of consciousness or awareness, it becomes hard for these negative thoughts and ideas to hang around. Pretty much every negative habit and belief and programming that you have can benefit from awareness. And the more aware, the more self-aware you are, the better you will get at repelling the bad stuff. This is especially good for the limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. This is why I am a big advocate of raising awareness and why it is nearly always one of my main recommendations. It might sound simplistic, but it is most certainly not ineffective. If anything, this is one of the most powerful transformational tools at your disposal, since your awareness and consciousness alone can help you get rid of much of your negative and unhelpful programming. Self-awareness matters, and it makes a big difference. Think of self-awareness like an antivirus. Here is how an antivirus generally works. You can use it to clean your computer of any existing viruses, and you can also have it running in the background so that it can act as a gatekeeper and protect your computer from getting infected in the first place. So it plays the role of both cure and prevention. Self-awareness can play both of those roles too, because developing self-awareness can help you root out negative thoughts and beliefs, and it can also help you to prevent negative thoughts patterns and beliefs from infecting your mind in the first place. How well it will work will depend on how self-aware you are. So it is in your best interest to develop your self-awareness, since the more aware you are, the easier it will be for you to root out the unhelpful stuff, and the easier it will also be for you to prevent the harmful stuff from sneaking in and infecting your mind. Awareness is also crucial for your own growth. I've talked a fair bit in the past about why personal growth is essential, but here is a quick review. Personal growth is incredibly important. I cannot stress this enough. It's important for your personal career, it's important for you professionally, and it is also important for your life, your day-to-day stuff, including your self-care, your quality of life and relationships, and even your mental well-being. Another big reason why growth is important is because if you don't grow, life gets harder. Why? Because the only constant about life is change. And if you don't grow, you won't be able to adapt to changes. On the other hand, when you do grow, it becomes easier to adapt to changes. What's more, growing can help you to not just survive changes, but even thrive from them. All to say that personal growth should be an essential part of your life, and self-awareness helps you with your growth. It can help spot areas that need development and growing. It can signal you about changes that are happening, and it can even warn you about internal resistance, which might cause you to jeopardize your own progress. So in that sense, self-awareness can help you to stop blocking yourself and getting in your own way. So because of all the ways self-awareness benefits you, it's pretty much one of the best investments you can make. One of the cornerstones of profitable investing is to look for great dividend-paying stocks which pay you a consistent, repeat income. Putting in the work on developing your awareness is a lot like investing in a great stock, because it keeps paying you dividends for life. So in that sense, it's actually even better in many, many ways. And what's even better is that there are lots of other additional benefits too, since self-awareness can and does impact pretty much every area of your life. Want to be more calm? Self-awareness can help. Want to be more creative? Self-awareness can help. Want to be more resilient? Yes, self-awareness can help. Want to be happier? Self-awareness can help. Want to improve your health? Yes, you guessed it. Self-awareness can help. You see where I'm going with this, right? The point is that pretty much every area of life you think about, self-awareness has an impact. It affects everything in your life, big and small, because it is an inseparable part of who you are, how you think, and what you do or don't do. Look, self-awareness has been cited as one of the most essential aspects of a good life for hundreds of years, for good reason. Some of the smartest people in history, including people who have completely changed the course of our history, have stressed the importance of awareness. People like Muhammad, Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Descartes, Plato, Aristotle, and so on. Clearly, it is important, and it is high time that you pay attention to this call for awareness. because it matters, and because it can and does have a significant impact on your life. Based on everything you've learned so far, the answer to the question I asked in the beginning should be clear to you by now. To remind you, the question was, is it better to know what's going on inside you or not know what's going on under the surface? If you said to know, then you are absolutely right, because it is far better to have that insight than it is to stay in the dark. Especially since being ignorant about what's going on or what's happening inside your own mind can and does cause all sorts of problems, as you have learned already. So I'll leave you with one last reason why it is important to develop self-awareness, and it is this. Those who are self-aware usually are happier than those who are not. So if you want to be happier, you can only guess which option is better for you. Self-awareness is not just good for you, it is essential, and ignoring it harms you more than it harms anyone else. So put in the internal work and work on becoming more self-aware.